Alright guys, welcome back to Nifty Network. Today we have a 350Z in here and I'm going to teach you how to remove the gauge cluster, like the center bezel section. There's a few names of it. I've heard like the waterfall section, I've heard gauge cluster, I've heard upper center bezel, I've heard center dash bezel. I'm going to teach you how to take this piece off right here, okay? The right way. Whatever you want to call it, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm going to teach you how to do it. Alright, so we're going to get started into the whole interior breakdown of this car. First things we're going to do first is get the center bezel off, or the shift bezel off. So start with going counterclockwise or loosening your shift knob off. Shift knob twists off easy. And then when you get to this section, make sure that the shifter is either in second, fourth, or sixth or reverse, because it helps having the shifter be that way. So you're going to put your hands in right here and you're going to lift up. There's two tabs right here. And you're gonna this kind of locks in like that, so you're gonna pull it back and then tilt it up that way. And then don't pull too hard because there's the AC ribbon right here. You'll see it when I take it off. That's really important, and it's also really fragile. If you break that, then you'll have to buy a new one of these AC boxes. So there you go. Your shift bezel is off, and realistically you don't need any tools. I used a flathead to push on the little the tab right there. All right, so next up we are going to remove the gauge cluster, center section, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use a flathead and a Phillips for this, and also I have my drill right here with a Phillips tip on it. So we'll start down here. There's two Phillips head screws, so we'll get those two. And then this ashtray right here, actually, if you are doing it, it makes it a really convenient spot to put your hardware. Then we're going to come up to here. Alright, so we're going to work our way up to the top right here. And we're going to pull that out, and you're going to see, it's basically this just like our little rubber mat, like a beauty mat. That just slips out. And then you're going to see two Phillips heads right here. They're little guys. So you're going to pull those out like so, and then this little shelf locking section will come out. Don't drop those screws because they are smaller. And then you're going to look back in there and you're going to see one screw there. And also, if you are using a screwdriver that is magnetic, it will also help you. This one is not. So it is going to fall in there, but if you're removing it, that's okay, because you can get to it once it falls. Okay, so now both sides are undone. There's two more under here. There's technically four more. Two hold the AC control box. So we'll get all these taken out just since we're right here. So there's the second one. And I'm not using a drill for this simply because this ribbon is so breakable. So I don't want anything to grab it or tear it. And then once you get those out, this is going to pull straight forward. Don't pull from the ribbon. So that's going to pull straight forward. You don't need to get this completely out yet. Just get it pulled forward just a little bit. So then we can start wiggling right here, and that is going to pop loose like that. And so there's locating tabs here, 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 and then at the top part there's like a slide tab, and that's where things normally break. So you're going to pull forward on that. And when you pull that forward, this is going to bind up just a tiny bit. So push that between there. And then we're going to go to the top. There's a plug that is hidden in the back right there. I know about it, so that's why I just reached around and grabbed it. This one is a little harder too because of the doubled in that these people have in here. Okay, so once that leans forward like this, that plug that I just did is right here. So there's a mount right here on the dash harness, and it sits just like this. So if you see this section, like when you pull it forward, like when you release this tab right here out of right here, that'll release and you'll see that something is holding it, and that is this. So don't go pulling on that, because then you'll break this whole piece. Just press on the tab right there and that will release, and then you can just kind of wiggle it out so the harness all comes out. This is a aftermarket head unit that is in here. Has the same idea as a factory one. The factory ones are just going to plug in right here. So get your flathead. I really like the flathead thing, because you basically put it in. Can you focus it right here? I put it on the female side of the plug behind the clip. So I'll press down, that releases it, and then if you just twist the flathead, it releases it super nicely, so nothing breaks. Same thing with this one right here. Just press that down, give it a little twist. Don't be too forceful with it. And then you're gonna have your antenna cable, and there you go. That is how you remove your waterfall section, center console, gauge cluster, whatever you want to call this. That's how you replace this or remove this.